So, you think you're doing everything right for retirement, don't you? You're saving your money diligently, you're on track. But what if I told you there's a silent thief, and it's siphoning away your hard-earned cash every single day, and you probably don't even see it happening? Let's uncover this hidden threat to your financial future.
Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. That's not a typo. This one sentence, it just pulls back the curtain on this huge hidden risk that we're going to break down in this explainer. It is a massive wake-up call for anyone with a long-term savings goal.
All right, so let's kick things off with a dream, a really common financial goal here in India. The thing is, this dream might actually be setting you up for a pretty big fall. Let's talk about the crorepati illusion.
You know, for as long as I can remember, becoming a crorepati has been the benchmark for success. It feels solid, right? Like you hit that number and you've made it. But here's the catch. While that number, 1 crore, never changes, what it can actually buy is changing all the time. Or, to be more accurate, it's shrinking constantly.
Okay, to really get this, we've got to look at the numbers, side by side. This is where that dream of yours gets a little bit of a reality check.
And there it is, the big one. 1 crore rupees. In your head right now, that number probably feels like total security, comfort, freedom. It's the finish line you're racing towards.
And boom. Here's the reality check. Fast forward 30 years. If we assume a pretty standard inflation rate, say 5% a year, your 1 crore will only buy what 23 lakh rupees buys today. I mean, think about that. You've lost more than 3/4 of its value. Gone.
So, what on earth is this invisible force? What could possibly steal that much of your wealth without you even noticing? Well, let's give this culprit a name. We're talking about inflation, the silent thief.
It's a crazy question when you think about it, right? How can 77% of your money just vanish into thin air? The answer is all about a basic economic concept that honestly affects every single one of us every single day.
It really all boils down to one thing: purchasing power. See, it's not about how many rupees you have in the bank. It's about what those rupees can actually buy you. And inflation? That's just the slow, steady rise in prices over time, which means every single rupee you save buys a little less next year than it did this year.
And wow, this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a perfect picture of the damage. Over on the left, that's your money today, a full 100% of its value. Then you look to the right, after 30 years of that silent thief, inflation, just chipping away day after day, you're left with just 23%. It's a brutal look at the power of compounding inflation.
Okay, I know this all sounds pretty grim, but hang on, I promise, there's a powerful way to fight back. The solution isn't just about saving more and more money, it's about understanding and using a really simple but totally crucial formula.
This right here, this is the secret weapon for protecting your future. It's all about something called your real return. That's the profit you make after you subtract what inflation took away. This one number is the only thing that tells you if you're actually getting richer or just running in place.
Yeah, focusing on your real return is everything. It's the only true measure of progress. I mean, think about it like this. If your investments go up by 7%, but inflation is running at 6%, your real return is just 1%. You're barely moving forward. To actually build some serious wealth, you've got to be aiming for a solid, positive, real return, something like 4 to 6%, consistently.
So the big question is, how do you get that healthy, real return? Well, it all comes down to making smart choices with your money. You need investments that are built to outrun inflation over the long haul.
And this table just makes it crystal clear. I mean, look at the difference here. A fixed deposit, an FD, might give you 6 or 7%. That feels safe, right? But once you take out 5 or 6% for inflation, your real return is basically zero. You're not making any real money. Now look at equity, stocks. Historically, you're looking at 12 to 15% returns. Even after inflation, you're left with a powerful real return of 6 to 9%. That is where you build real wealth.
You know, this is the perfect way to think about it. Sticking your money in something that just barely keeps up with inflation, it's like you're on a financial treadmill. You're running, you're sweating, you're putting in all this effort, but you're not actually going anywhere. To really move forward, to build up that purchasing power for your future, your investments have to be faster than inflation, period.
All right, so it's time to take those old fixed number goals and just toss them out the window. We need a new way of thinking, a smarter way to figure out what a truly secure retirement actually looks like. And this, right here, shows you the huge mindset shift you need to make. The old way of thinking is, I need to save 3 crores. The new, much more powerful goal is, I need to build a portfolio that can give me an income that has the same buying power as 15 lakhs a year today. See the difference? This new goal automatically builds in inflation and focuses on what really matters, your lifestyle.
So let's just leave you with this one question to chew on. That big static number you have in your head for retirement, is it a real goal or is it just an illusion? You really need to take the time to factor in that silent thief. Honestly, it is the single most important thing you can do to make sure the retirement you're dreaming about is the one you actually get.